August 13th, 2026. Dear emotional stable me. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to have everything in your life come together? Would you embrace it or would you run from it? I am far from having my life together, but I did have a really good day. I stayed home from work today. I know. I said yesterday I wasn't going to do that, but it was for a different reason and it was needed. And then I got up and got to work. I treated myself to a coffee and a donut, my favorite donut. And then I came to my office and I sat here and I planned out what my day was going to look like. And for the most part, I stuck with it. And then at noon, I had the meeting that I needed to do, and that went well. And then the kiddo and I went out and took care of some things. And then I came back home and sat on the couch for a minute and just kind of worked up the energy to go back to work. And then I did. And I did some big things today. I managed to upload and publish 2 of my journals. So I'm just waiting on Amazon to approve them. There'll be 3 going live soon. I'm working on 1 more. I have plans for how this week and weekend's going to go. I'm just doing well. And so I was thinking about that. How do I handle that? What do I do? Do I just embrace it? Do I plan for the worst to happen? Do I do a little bit of both? Somehow, last weekend, I set something off. I sat down, I did my budget, I did my planning, and this week seems to have really worked well with it. I seem to have everybody on board. I talked to my kiddo, and we talked about like ways he can help around the house. And I asked for one thing, and he was like, I can do that, and this, and this, and this. And I'm like, that's awesome, thank you. And then my husband's changing his schedule so that he can be more accommodating to the needs of our family. It's amazing what happens when you not only put forth the effort to make your life easier, but you follow through with making your life easier. That's the one I have the hardest time with. I like to put together plans. I like to think that I have it all together and all down, and then I talk myself out of it. You guys know that. I've been talking about it for weeks now, getting this journal listed. It's been a work in progress, and it's always I'm tweaking this, and I'm tweaking that, and I'm tweaking this. And then today, I got 2 different covers done so that I can list them. I'm a girl who loves options. So I couldn't just put 1 option of journal cover out there. So I decided to put 4. And it's all coming together. I'm excited about it. Originally, I was just nervous. You guys aren't going to like it. You guys aren't going to want it. And that is still very much possible. But this time it's different. This time I have this goal. I have this desire to do something different. I've been telling my kids for years, if you want something different, you have to do something different. And it's so easy to say, right? It's so easy to say that you have to do something different. It's really hard to do something different. So instead of making sure every little thing was perfect, I said, you know what? I'd rather have it done. And I listed it. And then dinner. We were supposed to have, I think, pork roast or pork chop something. I'm not a huge fan of it. So I'm like, you know what? We skipped chicken day. I'm going to do chicken today. And I did that. And I was excited to get in the kitchen and cook. I was excited to make a meal. And then even better, that all of us sat down to enjoy it. It's like we are slowly but surely getting into the groove of things. I know that it's not going to be perfect. tomorrow's a big day. My kid starts school, and he is dreading it. And I can't say that I blame him. One, it's high school. Two, it's his junior year and it's a new school for him. That's tough. I've been there. Hated every moment of it. So there's some anticipation on what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. But I feel like recently, the mindset in which I go into these things have changed. When I first started Dear Journal back in June, I felt like a hot mess. I still feel like most days I'm a hot mess. But I was kind of all over the board emotionally. I had all these questions about myself and I didn't know where to begin. I wanted to learn more about me. And in doing this, I feel like I've done just that. I have processed how I ended up here. I've processed where I would like to go and how I'd like to get there. I want so many big things, but sitting around waiting for them to happen isn't going to make them happen. I know I'm going to have to make moves. Today, I made moves. And it felt good. It felt really good. And as I plan tomorrow to make other moves, tomorrow I am getting up in the morning earlier than I usually do. I am stopping for coffee with my kid. And then I'm dropping him off at school. And somewhere along the way, I'm going to build a bridge that says we can get through this day together. Because there's nothing else we can do but to try. Even when it sucks. And there are days that it sucks. But if I'm going to be in a good place to help him, I kind of have to have my own shit together. So as we're talking about school and things starting new, because that's the time period we're in right now, I was talking to my college-age student, my college-age child, and she is nervous and excited to go back to school. My 16-year-old is nervous and excited to go back to school. And I said, if you do it, I'll do it. And they both kind of looked at me like, really? You'd go back to school? And I said, yeah. If you guys can make it through the year, I will also go through school. I will do it with you. We will both have homework. We will both study-ish. I don't know how much we're going to study. But the point is, we will both go through school. We will both have the effects of showing up to class and doing homework and doing what we need to do. Because I'm a big believer in supporting my kids. And sometimes that support looks like showing them that I can show up in the same way that I'm asking them to show up. That makes me feel so emotionally stable. I'm not just saying, do this because you're supposed to, do this because I said so. I'm saying, hey, I see you doing something that's rough, that I may also struggle with, so let's do it together. That's growth. That is a huge step in becoming emotionally stable. In saying, hey, not only do I see my pain and I see my struggles, but I see your pain and I see your struggles, and I think that we could work together to make that easier. Instead of, it's just me, and I can't do anything about it. It feels good to put myself out there. It feels good to experience the more positive side of life. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying being a mom, and I'm enjoying being a wife, and it's been a long time since I've enjoyed being a wife. But I can feel some of that coming back. I'm enjoying being a friend. But I think overall, I'm learning to enjoy being me. And I'm not doing all the things that I want to do. I would love to be able to lay down somewhere and pick up a book and read. I'm not there. But I shifted a little bit. And on my drive to work, I listened to a book. And if you'd asked me before if I would ever do audiobooks, the answer was no. I love the feel of a book in my hand. And I'm not talking a Kindle or a tablet. I love an actual book. But now, instead of it being perfect, it just has to be done. So if I want to read, and I don't have time to sit and read, I listen to a story. I want to write a book. I've started writing a book. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Like an actual book, not like a journal, self-help kind of book. And I think that it's interesting, and I hope that you guys find it to be interesting. But I am not one of those people who like to just sit there and type. Like, I'm really good with technology. I really love technology. If you were to walk through my house, you'd notice all kinds of technology. Because of me, my husband doesn't really care about it. But the idea of sitting at a desk and typing all day long doesn't work for me. I will grab a pad of paper and a pen and write all day long. But the minute you ask me to put it on the computer, I lose interest. And I've been trying to figure out how to maintain writing this book while staying true to myself. Because that's what it's about, staying true to me. I'm happiest when I take care of my needs. So it occurred to me yesterday, with all the apps we have in this world, I could just dictate my book. I could walk on my treadmill and dictate my book. I can still do my exercise. I can go for walks. There are so many things I've been able to tell myself that I can't do that I can. It was not looking in the bottle and saying like, oh my gosh, it's empty. I don't know what to do with it. Versus hey, like I can fill this bottle in different ways. So I'm going to try that. So today, that looked like my kid needed a new phone. We bought a new phone. We went and picked it up. We had some coffee. We walked around Walmart and joked around. I got some new pencils because I'm not supposed to be buying new pens. That was my loophole. We had fun. I came home and I did some work. Did I get everything on my list done that I wanted to get done today? No. And normally, I would spend the time beating myself up about it. Oh my gosh, I had all day long to get all these things done. I should have accomplished more. I did what I could. And actually did what I could. It wasn't that I just sat here all day long and pretended to do nothing. I literally did what I could. Whatever I could get done, I got done. I don't have to go to bed anytime soon. I could very well stay up and do more work. And on any other day, I would make myself. Tonight, I'm going to finish my podcast. I'm going to check on one thing to see if I can get my last book uploaded. And then I'm going to head to bed. And I'm going to lay in bed and watch a movie until it's time to go to sleep. I'm going to take care of me. I've spent my life taking care of everybody else, except for myself. And now that I have a taste of it, I don't want to stop. I recognize that I can fill others' cups so much more when my cup isn't broken. So I'm taking care of my cup. I'm taking care of me. I'm allowing myself to be emotionally stable enough to say, that doesn't work for me. Or, actually, here's this boundary that I'm willing to work with. I could do it within that boundary. Sometimes being emotionally stable looks like recognizing your own needs and putting them first so that you could help others. If you've ever flown on an airplane, when they make the announcements, they always tell you in the event of an emergency, put your mask on first. Mental health is the same way. We have to put our own mask on first. I can't very well help you if I can't help me. And it doesn't make sense for me to give you advice that I wouldn't take myself. So if I'm going to tell my kids to go to school, I can go to school. If I want them to work hard, I can show them what working hard looks like. I can do that. I can show them what it's like to show up every day and to cheer them on as I show up every day for myself and cheer myself on. Because it's necessary. Because I'm deserving of that. Because I want that. So my bite-a-pie today was showing up for me. Saying, these are the things I'd like to get done. Let's see what happens. It was saying, hey, I need this in this way, but what other way can I handle it? Oh, I can make it work like this. It's learning to adjust instead of being frigid on things I'm usually frigid on. I don't have to pick up the book. I can listen to it. I don't have to sit at the computer and write. I could talk it out. That was my bite-a-pie today. Recognizing that there's lots of things I can accomplish if I'm willing to think outside the box I put myself in. I'm not anywhere near solving my mental health. But I love the way I'm going. I love the start that I'm making. I love that I'm putting one foot forward, and I'm going to continue to do so because that's all I can do. And as I do that, I imagine and I suspect that I will only become more emotionally stable, more able to help those that I want to help because I chose to help myself first. So I hope that you're out there and you're thinking, man, I deserve to take care of me. I'm hurting and I'm sad and I'm upset. And there are always reasons why that's the case. Let me take care of me. Let me work on that so that I can be better for me. Let me create a bubble in which I can live in and I'm not miserable. And I'm not talking about making someone else miserable or making yourself better for somebody else. Solely for you. Hey, I want to tweak that because I deserve to be able to smile more than I cry. I hope you're able to do that. And if you aren't, you're in the right place. We'll talk about it. We'll work through it together. Because just remember, today is another page in the story. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be written. And before you close your journal tonight, ask yourself, what was your bite-a-pie today? Until tomorrow, love you loud.